Hello everyone, welcome to one of our full moon readings. It's a Monday, and as you know, loves, taking a little break. Definitely the energies are kind of coming at peak. And here we are, we have a full moon in Gemini as of today. And I will record this reading and I'll put it out there for each and everyone to see it. And we'll look into the energies of this full moon, which is in Gemini, the opposite zodiac sign of Sagittarius, since we are in Sagittarius season. As well, the full moon speaks about culmination, coming to an end, cycles, and so on. And if you have time, stick with me till the end, which will look how this full moon in Gemini will influence each zodiac sign. So let's see, loves. For you, I prepared the Wisdom of the Oracle and one of my oldest decks, the Rider White. As you know, I am a big passionate energy into the old or the decks that have very strong significance towards the energies I'm carrying. And that being said, let's see, loves. Full moon in Gemini, that's on November 27 going to 28. That's the peak of the energies of this full moon. As you know, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which speaks about the communication. Not everything it's said it's true, and not everything it's said it's a lie. Be mindful regards how you communicate with others or how others are communicating with you. As well, communication is not only verbal. Communication comes many ways. As you know, I mainly communicate with the spirit through the intuition and many other times through the science that's coming. As well, I do hear the symbols that's coming in sometimes that make the whole picture of the readings I am providing here. So definitely here, communication has many meanings. As well, don't stick with the energies of just communicating to reply. Many times we communicate to understand. Because sometimes also we are speaking certain things, but we feel like we're not quite on the same, vibrance. Make sure you do understand those things. But let's see what Spirit wants to communicate and bring to you regards this full moon in Gemini. As you know, Geminis are a mutual zodiac sign, and the most affected, let's say that, good or bad, depends, are the mutual zodiac signs. And the mutual zodiac signs are Geminis, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Virgos. All right, let's see, darlings, what we have as right now and how this full moon influences you, the one who listen, the one who come and see these messages. And again, these messages for many of you might look like very personal, and some messages might feel like not really connecting with, and that's okay. Certain energies are towards you, certain others are towards someone else, and that comes hand in hand, our respect to each other, because when things are towards us, we respect the message, we take the message, we bless the message, and we take in it. and sometimes we bless the one who receive it. The first card we have here and now, the number 32 card, because between the past and the future we are here. So the first card speaks about be present, be here and now. Whatever was, whatever it's gonna come, whatever was, you know, whatever is, whatever it's coming, you are gonna see. But you are here. New life. To the sea. And unfinished symphony. So the message is very straightforward to whomever I'm speaking today in this reading, because it's a full moon reading, but at the same time it's for whoever needs to hear this message, that whatever needs to go, make sure it's gone for good, because something here needs to come and start. And it's very important to let the flow in or allow it, because to the sea really speaks about allowing the things naturally to unfold for you, no matter how they are gonna unfold, how they are gonna be here. And deep knowing, you deep down know what you need to do, because sometimes or many times we are kind of like resisting the new energies. They might be unknown, of course, but when we allow the things, you know, going with the flow, then we can see more into the things or into what we are going towards, and not only where we are really being. Because, you know, certain things comes together, or like the pieces come together when we are letting them to come. This really speaks about the universal cycle, the life itself, the natural cycle. So whatever here we need to let go is time. And you know, the next card we have time to go. So many of you, you might allow something to go, because you are indeed moving into something completely new. This new energy, it's for quite a while here somehow. Let's see. Because Spirit says there's something here can come unless you let go of what needs to go. For some of you, it's kind of release the control. Some people are very strong, fighting and trying to control the things, because I know the way it needs to be, or how to be, or where to be. That's why going with the flow, allowing the things to go, you will see how the things are showing to you. One overarching energy for the reading. We have Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is not a very warm, fuzzy queen. Queen of Swords is someone who it's clear, knows clear, and it's kind of, if I need to do this, I need to do this. It's like it's a very cerebral energy, and yes, represents air energy, as we are in a full moon in Gemini of air. So definitely here, air speaks about our mind. This really also comes, make up your mind. Somebody definitely needs to make up their mind. that something here it's done and over, or that's it. World, it's the last major arcana which completes a cycle. So something here definitely it's done and over. I feel here for some of you, you might have an unfinished symphony here with someone. Most likely the last talk or last conversation, or there's something here about the last conversation. Or based on the last conversation, you know what to do. And for some of you, with the strength, you gotta realize that the endings brings new beginnings. And the strength really tells you that that's deep knowing. You know you can make it. You know you are stronger than you think you are. You know who you are and who you are becoming and who you were. That's the here and now. Whatever you are now, it's very important. And the Hermit. If you look deeper into the things, you definitely will see it. Because the Hermit, it's a deep energy. And whoever also I'm speaking here, having these three major arcanas, this is someone who's been through quite a lot, but at the same time wiser than used to be before. So it's kind of, you didn't have a very fuzzy, dovey-lovey life. You've been definitely through a lot. And you definitely also learn a lot. The first card we have, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, many of you know, is the slowest knight in the deck. But at the same time, Knight speaks about movement. So whatever you do now, even take slower, because it's still movement. It's kind of slow movement is better than no movement, and you know that. Above we have Ace of Wands. Below we have Three of Cups. Behind we have the Knight of Swords, and up front, Nine of Swords. It's kind of like, even though you feel you can go very fast, you gotta choose the slow, or you must choose the slow. For some of you, you have a little conflict, but this is more a inner conflict. That's why probably it's also this unfinished symphony also, because for some of you, this might be an internal conflict, not necessarily a conflict with someone, but it's more like internally. There's also speaking here about being true to yourself. As well, with the world here is telling you, be ready to be different than you used to, or do the thing differently than you used to. That's what is speaking here about to the sea. Going naturally with the things instead of forcing the things. So for some of you, you are start making certain changes in the way you do the things or how you do the things. Because you clearly know something here didn't really work out the way you try to force or do quick. Let's see. Seven of Pentacles. Star. Seven of Wands. And Ten of Pentacles. It's kind of like, I love this Ten of Pentacles at the end. It's like you you do know you will get there. Okay? Whatever you want to go, whatever you want to do. But the thing is, don't just wish and try to do small things or short-term things. Instead of take small steps and focus in the long run. This really also speaks about the short-term gratification over long-term gratification. And instead of dreaming the things and waiting, maybe it'll show up something, keep moving. Keep fighting for whatever it is. Another thing here, we have the 7 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. This makes the 8 of Wands. Taking one step at a time and focusing in the long run, you definitely will see the things coming and moving faster and faster and faster. The beginning, however, might take a while to get up the ground. And I'll give you an example. If you definitely, let's say, work or want to start something in your life, there's an idea, there's a business idea, there's some kind of craft. Instead of waiting, maybe something will come to you and you will start yourself. Start learning a skill, start practicing certain things, probably get with the people, very much mindful for that matter, and go forward. Because with the 9 of Swords, I definitely see you worried. This will come to you? And Spirit says, definitely will. But again, probably some of you might try certain things here, short term, or wanting something here to pick up in a way or not. That's also about the new life here. Because changing and doing other things speaks other ways. So for some of you in this full moon in Gemini, you definitely will change the way. Instead of telling what you're gonna do, you will start doing it. It's like words over actions, actions over words. Why you're in this 9 of Swords? Because I see a little anxious ways, like if that will come, when that's coming. Spirit says, don't ask the questions. Instead of bring the answers. Because every step you will take, you will have science, you'll have answers. The 9 of Swords, we have 4 of Cups. We have Queen of Wands. And we have the 4 of Wands. Instead of focusing like on the things here that doesn't work, focus on the things that might work. Another thing here, what comes very strong is, instead of focusing on what can go wrong, focus on what can go right. Because change your mind, change your view of the things, that will change your situation. Because certain things definitely will not go accordingly to the plans, but the way, it's still that way. Why you're gonna change, or why you need to change, in the Knight of Pentacles, or in the slow motion, or this way. Because also the Knight of Pentacles speaks about the consistency, being consistent for the things. High Priestess. Because deep down, that's the deep knowing, loves. You see how the connected oracles are today with the cards. You deep knowing, that's the way to go, and that's the way to this Ten of Pentacles, to this Four of Wands. If you have a dream, that dream will not gonna come as quick as you might wanted it. Another thing here, look at here, you know something here gotta change completely. You do know that. Another thing here, for those of you, not only about, you know, doing something or creating something, it's more about you, how you can attract someone that will stay, that will nurture you, that will be there for you for the long run. Or how you can attract that partner that will create with you a good relationship, or a family even. Because Four of Wands and Ten of Pentacles speaks about family, speak about union, speak about togetherness. Okay? Speak about stability here in the earthly life. You know. And also it's about being realistic of the things. Because it's not the thing that, you know, those connections that will be short term will come. But it's the way how you are gonna be there, or what your goal is. Because temptation always will be there. You know, those who come in and who go out always will be there. And that's kind of the thing here, to not rush. Whatever here you want takes time. And you kind of know. It's not about how you can get that connection or how you get those things, but how you keep that things. Because your goal here is not to necessarily have it and leave it. It's to have it and keep it. So it's kind of like you definitely have the guidance in here. But also whatever here you are, you gotta end for good. And even tell yourself, yes, I've done that. I've seen that. I'm better than that. For whatever here it's closing, you already know that's how we have here and now. You can start from this point and then move to the next. Because yes, definitely here you will have certain things here that will come or will still come. But I love this Queen of Wands looking to this Four of Wands. You know your goal. And you know what you don't want. It is very about being mindful and trust the process. For some of you, this is about the communication with the spirit, with your guidance, with your inner self, with your inner voice. Because High Priestess really speaks about that. That voice inside you speaks to you, tells you and guides you. And that's not an exception, that certain things here will try you, because temptation, it's always there. And there is tests over there too. And that's really, really important to know yourself, to connect with yourself. There's another thing here about this air energy, because air speaks about the coldness, the cold energy, and the fire speaks about the warm. The pentacle speaks about the real thing, or seeing the real things which are good for you, and kind of detach or get cold to the things which are not there for you. There's also here make a difference. When you feel something, it's not there, or it's pretty cold, or is not connecting with your energy, to not ignore those signs. Doesn't feel right. It's time to push it away. Be cold. There's also here about the attitude you are taking it. It's kind of you are wearing new clothes. What else Spirit want to tell you at this time for this full moon in Gemini? As well, full moon in Gemini also speaks about choices. Important choices for some of you. Page of Pentacles. The beginning matters, because pages are beginners. And also Page of Pentacles speaks about begin now. Underneath, we do have the Two of Pentacles. Don't doubt, should I start now, or should I do this now, or should I not? Start now. Now is the time. Now is to choose and not doubt yourself. What advice we get from Spirit at this time for this full moon? Judgment. Judgment many times speaks, you know what you've been through, you know how the things are looking, and you know what you want. This is also speaks about your wake-up call. You clearly do know where you're standing and how the things are towards you, or how the things are around you. King of Pentacles. You see? The Judgment is like, you know where you want to be. Takes a lot of responsibility to get where you want to be. But the beginning is now. And you know where you can go. Everything is possible with the starting the first steps. One more card here. Thank you. Tower. You'll be surprised how the things will turn out for you and which way. Because the Tower is another card which speaks about awakening. It's kind of yourself will be surprised how the things will show to you. Because sometimes we feel like, oh, will take forever, but could take a minute to get there. It's kind of if you start the right way, or the way you think is right for you, you might feel like you start a whole new life. That's the new life here, speaking of. Something here definitely needs to happen to put you on this path. But it's important to not resist that. Ace of Pentacles. Another 4 here. 4 of Wands. It's kind of, don't hold back. The only 4 missing here is the 4 of Pentacles. Don't hold back in the ideas of the past or how the things gotta be. Because stability could show in a whole different, surprisingly way to you. Many times we feel like that's how my life gotta be, or that's how I learn to be, or that's how I always know it. But actually turns out the universe might surprise you that your life might be very different. And the new beginnings might look very different of who you were and who you can become. And don't limit, that's the very important message here. Do not limit yourself for what you know or what you knew. Strive for the new. Strive for the expansion. Because the Tower, it's not just like that here. The Tower, it's more likely to bring the light that you could not see. To bring the things that you could not be aware of. And for many times, it's about you. Because sometimes we feel like, I know who I am, I know my limits, I know the way I am. Well, guess what? You might found a different you at one point. I never knew that my first awakening moment was 2010 going 2011, that I start being more aware of the dreams I have. And as well, that time was the first time I learned about the tarot. And from that point, I still develop more and more. Fall in love every day more and more. While I was in school, while I used to work a job and then the second job, and at one point 3 jobs and school, which was insane. So this day to come here and bring these messages that are very important for many, many of you. And to tell me back then in 2010 that I will be here 5 years, more likely almost every day, reading for all of you, 150 plus thousand subscribes here. I could say there's no way. But I am here today, and I tell each and every one, it's very, very important about how you are open or what you are willing to be open to. The sky is not the limit. You are the limit. Many of you heard about the sky is the limit and, the universe is the limit. You are. If you are holding back, we're missing the 4 of Pentacles. We'll look in the deck where is the 4 of Pentacles. Because for some of you, you have kind of a hold back. And there's a reason why. And we'll see the reason. But the surprisingly way, don't hold back. All right, loves. Let's see. Where is the You see here, this new beginning, it's here for a while, and it's on hold. It's like, what are you sacrificing yourself now is not what you need to sacrifice for what's coming in. There's something bigger. Let's see. Where is that Four of Pentacles? Oh, here it is. Four of Pentacles. The Sun is the next. Nine of Wands. It's kind of feel like how I should start all over again, because Sun speaks about the rebirth. How? It's very simple. This is all about the control issues we speak even from the beginning. Four of Pentacles, then we have the Death. Release control. Let this change happening to you. We have the Devil, and we have the Wheel of Fortune and Six of Cups. Because whatever here you've done will come to you 10 times full. When I have the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune, this is a very fast movement forward into something you always wanted. Earthly base. Wheel of Fortune and the Devil, this really speaks about your success, your riches, your money, your abundance, earthly wise speaking. Because whatever here you have in the 5D tries to come in here, and you just like, no, I'm not here. So allow the flow, loves. Whatever the flow is there, allow it. Because Six of Cups and Ace of Cups here, love your past. Learn from the past. But most importantly, love yourself. There's some of you are destined, since you are very young, to be very successful. And now is your choice to do that, to get that success. It's like deep down you always knew there's something more there for me. But yes, many times we do have this like as quick as possible. A lot of people in this world, since we have all this, technology and stuff, everyone wants here and now, quick, fast. Bring me this fast, come in fast, I don't want to wait. And that's the thing why many people don't get the right things, because important things takes time. Doesn't take for you to wait. Takes time. The process might take longer. And a lot of people start quick, dream about it, but then after a while they quit. And the quitting energy, it's about that's never not gonna happen. Or those things will never happen. All right, that being said, loves, let's move and see how this full moon will influence each and every one. And I will start with the Geminis at this time. And I will try also to put all the time stamps down there. So Geminis, how this full moon in your zodiac sign will influence you. We have a Page of Cups, and underneath we do have a Two of Pentacles. This moon, the influence is very positive, because if you used to be doubting towards a certain thing, you are not gonna be doubt. You will give it a chance, or you will proceed forward for whatever it is. If you want to go towards some kind of things, you will leave the doubts behind, and you will feel more confident than you used to. If you wanted to start something, you will feel like perfect time. it's my time, I gotta go. So this moon definitely will give you that kick in the back to go to do what you need to do and get out of your comfort zone, basically. Because should I start, should I do, should I go, should I not, you definitely will make a step forward. Cancerians, how this full moon in Gemini will influence you. Knight of Swords and Three of Cups. The influence here for many of you Cancerians will influence you in the way to not judge too quick others or not rush into conclusions when you don't have all the answers or everything out there or all the things. And this moon actually will influence that sometimes it's good to tell your opinion, but only if you know what's going around you. So basically, testing the waters is the way to go and have a connection in the long run. For some of you, people around you, okay, how you can be around certain people and be in harmony. Yes, everybody speaks, everybody connects somehow, but it's not really important to go and put many things too close to your heart. So this is also kind of a boundaries to create, because some people are people we know and some people are friends and some people are closer. There are different categories of people out there, and we don't need to put those people who are just know or meeting in the category of those close to your heart. So we need to make kind of not a rule, but classification of some kind out there. And that will be much easier to deal with many things than you used to, in an easy way speaking. Leos, how this full moon in Gemini is gonna affect you or influence you at this time. 10 of Pentacles and the Star. For many of you, this full moon will influence you in a very good way, especially healing family things or healing family issues. If you really want to get in touch with an old friend, now is a good time. If you really want to heal a situation, no matter whatever that situation, family, friendship, relationship, money, ship, now is a good time. So this moon will tell you or will advise you or will put you in that way that now is a good time to do those things. If you want to get in touch, if you want to do something, that's the time. So you can do certain things that you probably wanted to do for a long time. It's a very positive, healing and vibrant energy. But it's kind of the perfect time to go ahead. Virgos, how this full moon in Gemini will impact you or influence you or put you there in a spotlight. 8 of Swords and the Hierophant. How this full moon will influence you. that it's always a way to learn things, and there's always a way out, especially when you think is no way out. For some of you, if you are feeling trapped in some kind of situation, it's only in your mind, because always there is a solution. The way you got in, there is a way out as well. Another thing here, if you had some kind of negative thinking of some kind of situation or some kind of pattern, there is a way to think otherwise, because that's the yin and yang energy here that's speaking here. That is very important to see the two sides, and there's always two sides. It's not just one. And for those of you who have higher education, if you feel that higher education is not still appreciated, it is, and it will be. Change the environment, and then you'll see. Because for some of you, probably you are not in the right environment to be appreciated. So appreciation comes differently. Many of you probably heard about that water bottle that you buy from the store, the water bottle you buy in our movie theater, and the water bottle you buy from the airport. Has all different prices. That's how it is here too. Your value is based on the environment, and you know that. Moving on to Libras. What this moon will bring to you, or how this moon is gonna influence you, in which way? Sun. How will influence you? Definitely in a positive way, or most likely this moon will tell you every opportunity is a new chance to be happy. Every day it's a blessing to happiness, and every day is given to you, it's a new beginning, or you can have a new beginning. Temperance. And temperance really speaks about be patient with yourself. Also, having the sun and temperance, it's about, in all of us, we do have an inner child and an adult. Whatever you're into, it's good anyway. For some of you, this full moon in Gemini gives you an opportunity to heal or reparent your inner child. For others of you, it gives you an opportunity to start something you wanted for a very long time. Now is the perfect time to go ahead and do it. And now, a start, still a start. For some of you, this full moon in Gemini gives you an opportunity to forgive yourself through whatever you've been through and start afresh. Whatever that fresh start speaks to you. Scorpios, welcome loves. Let's see how this full moon gonna influence you at this time. Temperance and Ace of Wands. How this full moon will influence you. This moon definitely tells you your patience will be paid, and whatever here it's about to start, it's marvelous, it's quick, and it's fast. And there's something here that will come to you in such a way, look unexpected or looks really exciting, but it's kind of you are ready. There's something here like you are ready for quite a while. It's coming. However, there's a little heads up or warning. Not everything what sparkles, it's a diamond. So be very careful of your choices from now on. Let's say, for example, you've been working hard for something and you have an opportunity to sell something or to partner with something. Make sure you partner with the right partner or you sell to the right person. Because just because it's something wow, the money look wow. Make sure you are value what you put there in all this time. Sagittarius, how this full moon in the opposite zodiac sign of yours, Geminis, will influence you. Judgment and Nine of Wands. For many of you Sagittarius, you will realize here there's no need to worry to move forward. And you will realize that something here, it's time to let it go. Number 9, you know, it's the end of a cycle. There's something here that you've been resisting or holding. You will realize that it's no point to hold anymore, or there's no reason to hold anymore. For others of you, you will definitely realize that you are better for something else, or you are gonna be up to something else. There's another thing here, a Sagittarius will feel like a release or a relief of some kind. That everything here happens is definitely happening for a reason. And going with the flow, things will flow. Things will organize the way they need to. It's very important to do so. There's also here a Sagittarius that you've been through a lot, and the cycle you've been through a lot, Spirit says it's done and over. Now is your time to shine. Now is your time to move forward. But most importantly, you gotta be proud of yourself. For who you are, for who you are becoming, and who you wanna be from now on. Quite impressive. For who Sagittarius are speaking. Things sometimes are not perfect. But now is the time for you to enjoy the freedom and leave the baggage behind. Leave the burdens behind. Because also Judgment speaks that whoever will need to pay, they will pay. And you don't need to make someone do something they don't want to. Neither someone can make you do something you don't want to. I hope hope this message is understood. Capricorns, how this full moon will influence you. It's more likely this moon will boost your confidence, Capricorns, and will tell you independence is the key to live your life fully. Knowledge, it's power. All right, loves. For some of you, especially those Capricorns who are single, stop looking for someone. Look after yourself. Because who is your person will find you. And that could be unexpectedly. But very, very important here is to look after yourself, not after whatever it's around or whatever whoever does, whatever they does. It's kind of be your own creature or create your own self. You know, some people will say, I build my own brand. I am the brand. Be the brand. Be you. Build you. It's very, very important. If you do something, don't look others what they do. Because you know, being original, you don't need to focus how others do. Because a lot of people are going to dupes or to fakes. Being authentic, yes, harder to build, but definitely worth it, because appreciation will come in time, and you will see that for yourself. Aquarians, how this full moon will influence you. Full moon in Gemini. Moon, Page of Wands. This moon, because we have the moon here, this moon will influence into your, more likely your fears, your deepest, darkest fears, to get out from the shadow, to come in the spotlight. To get out of that comfort zone, or get out from that energy of nobody appreciate what I do or how I think or what ideas I bring. It's like get out that, you know, dark side of nobody can see what you do or how you do or how you are. Because just going in the light, you will see the first results. And it's very important. But staying in the dark is not going to help you. So it's kind of overcome those fears, or even telling yourself, I gotta do that. The other thing here speaks of your ideas matters. You don't need to sacrifice or to do certain things that are how others do or how everybody do. You know you are original in your own way, so do you. Pisceans. We have Chariot. How this moon will influence you is to get out more, to go see places more, to go do more for you. Probably see new places, probably to try new things, probably to bring certain things new into your life. It's kind of get out of your routine for many, many of you, travel more, going to do certain things you never done before. It's like basically trying the new things will bring you more for you. And in a positive way, absolutely. For some of you, even change the way you see your life now. If you see yourself as an introverted, actually you'll realize that you are not quite an introverted. And travel more does not mean you gotta go, you know, from a continent to another. You gotta go to different places where you are. Visit new places. Because for some of you, especially if you are single, you might find the one in those places. And you might be quite surprised that just getting out from the house brought you the love of your life. Aries, welcome loves. How this full moon will influence you. 2 of Wands and 10 of Wands. For some of you, seeing the 2 of Wands, some of you may say, well, I'll make better decisions. Yes, you might. But for most of you, it's like you will change the way you do the things. Not harder, but smarter. Definitely here you will make a decision to do the things differently. For some of you, if something here feels like too much for you, you'll make a decision, or this full moon will put you into a light that it's better to do for you other things, or to treat you better, or to look for better for yourself. Because it's not how others sees you, that you do hard things or you do a lot of things, but how you see yourself. There's a vision of how the things can go. And having here the 10 of Wands and 2 of Wands, these are 12 Wands. And that is kind of like during 3 months from now, these changes are going to happen. Or these decisions could be more than one decision, how I can do the things or how I proceed towards the things. Okay, so this is not like in a week or 2, but it's like during a 3 months period. All right, and we do have our Taurus. Welcome, loves. How this full moon will influence you, loves. Queen of Cups and Page of Swords. For many of you, this full moon in Gemini will influence you in a very kind, nurturing way. How you can take care of you more, and taking care of you more will take care of others as well. For some of you, you're learning how to take care of you, or what means self-care. For others of you, how you can be, you know, to the service to others, or how I can take care of this thing, or how I can learn new things. Because I feel here you are in a process. For some of you, how you learn how to allow other things or other people into your life. Again, it's a learning process. For some of you, you're learning how to take care of someone, not only of you. For some of you, it's how to bond with someone in a better way. Again, you're still learning. It's still a process. But it's kind of you are in the process. It's not like you are away from it. But for many of you Tauruses, definitely here you are learning new ways, most likely about you. how you can be kind to yourself, or how to nurture yourself. And that being said, loves, all of you who come in today, you have a lovely full moon in Gemini. Speak to you kindly. Speak to you as you want someone to speak to yourself, or speak out if you need to. And manifest big. Speak to the universe as you want to be coming to you, those things that you always wanted. And speak like you have it. You got it. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.